I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on today's video. You know, so many times I'm driving a car and people go, oh man, hey Tone, that's a great looking car. And I say, thanks so much, right? And the problem is that most people don't know why it's a great looking car, and I want to point out some of those things today as we walk around here in the style that you would have gotten in the 50s. I want you to think about something for a second. British style's been around for a long time. Bentley, Rolls-Royce, MG, Triumph TR6, great looking car, right? Soma TR3, TR3A, like all of these great English cars, Range Rover. Style is in their blood. They make a car that looks great going down the road, just as good as it does sitting here. We're going to look at that stuff too. We're going to look under the hood. We're going to see the detail there. We're going to check out the interior and the trunk, see how usable this car is, right? Instead of just being a car to look at. And then we're going to go for a drive and have a good time doing that. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe we don't come back. Maybe we just keep on driving. All right, so one of the things that makes this car look so different and so long from other cars, right, is because of some of the styling. You say, Tone, you know what? I never really thought about that. Hey, thanks for asking. So for instance, look at this fender. A typical fender would be about this long. This is a pontoon long fender all the way up into the door here. Short doors. And then these exaggerated bulges around the car, giving that muscular look like a race car would have travel for the wheel inside of it, right? These were styled after race cars. This is beautiful. Throw in the wire wheels. Throw in the period correct tires that we have here. You could go to a show and be proud. Now, let's say you pull up in that show, it's nighttime, right? Nighttime. Or it's early in the morning and you're getting there and you want your paint to shine, and I want to show you what that looks like because that is so important. Bordeaux Metallic, right? This paint here has fine metallic in the paint, and it's not a flat burgundy paint. It's a beautiful modern style of the original paint. And so when I say look at the paint, I mean to actually say to you, look in the paint. You say, Tone, what does that even mean? Well, here's what it means. What it means is when you're looking at paint, you want to look at the lights and the ceiling, or you want to look at those clouds, wherever you are at the time. Okay, this is a paint lesson. So you want to look inside the paint and look at the items that are in the paint, right? Because then you'll see the clarity of those items. The clearer they are, the better and shinier the paint is. It's all the reason why we do the video, because pictures, anybody can make them look good. The video doesn't lie. Come on up, let's check that out. And look at, when I say mirror finish, you can read every letter, nice and crisp. You can see all the ribs in the ceiling up there, the lighting, all that good stuff. Spectacular. All right, so we have two types of people who get a car from Flemings. One of them is a person who just wants a cool car to drive on weekends, or maybe drive to work once in a while, go out to dinner in, maybe go to a winery or something like that. And there's another person who wants to do that, plus maybe go to a Cars and Coffee, maybe go to a car show, something like that. And I think this is one of those cars you could do that and be proud to show off, and I'll show you what I mean by that, right? First off, all the chrome and stainless has been done, so when you pull up, it looks really great, right? And then in here, the engine compartment, okay, it's been restored. You can see all the new wiring in there, new master cylinder, all the tags that have been restored and redone, riveted on correctly, right? So they have the original style of intake manifold. All of this here, including a heating system, which is optional on these cars. I know, hard to believe. But it's 1958 that we're talking about when these cars came out. It's 2020, almost 2026. We're headed to the 70-year-old mark of these cars, right? 70 years old. Think about that. This has been restored. It's beautiful, and it's why the style is so good. So you can imagine going to a car show, opening the hood, people coming by and going, wow, that is beautiful. All right, so styling doesn't stop at the front of these cars. Really, they give a lot of thought to that. We talked about the pontoon fenders back here. This piece here, it's really nice. This flip top gas cap, okay? This luggage rack, believe it or not, is removable. If you don't want it on there, no big deal. Some people want to throw extra bags on there, but there is storage inside the car. New stainless and chrome, tag brackets, lights, light bulbs, lenses, like on and on and on, just about how much stuff is on this car. And then inside here is kind of nice because it's all done, all carpeted here, the spare tire is there with its own cover. This is our drive sheet that we go over and we'll check off once we test drive the car and get that rolling. And then there's storage in there for soft bags and what have you. All I love this walking up to your car shot, right? You're walking up to your car. It's so good looking. People are always like, hey, wow, what is that? Oh my God, that's an MG. They got a great story. They love all that stuff about it. However, as beautiful as that is, you're only going to see that once in a great while because you're going to be spending your time in here. And almost nothing is better looking than dark burgundy paint and tan leather interior. It's so elegant. All right. And then sometimes I get questions from people about I'm tall. And so just to give you an idea, I'm 6'1". I can stretch my legs all the way out in here. There's an enormous amount of room inside these cars because of the styling, the engine's very far forward. And this is all cool. I say cool because it's style, right? All of these Smith's gauges with 120 mile an hour speedometer and 7,000 RPM tach, and you got fuel and you got the dual water and oil there, right? The speaker would be mounted in here. This doesn't have a stereo in it, but we can put the stereo here and make a retro stereo. So it looks like an old school two knob, but all modern guts inside. You can stream music from it, has satellite, like all that stuff if you want. Or we can hide the stereo in the back, and you can still stream your music and run that through there. And so that's kind of a nice feature. And then it's got this great shifter. It's right here where you want it, man. It's nice and clicks into there. It's this all new tan interior with carpets and the welting and the extra rubber mats. And then we just installed this wood wheel here. So I don't know if you love that or you don't love that. It gives you a little bit more room. We can always put the stock wheel back on if you don't love it. That's your choice. And I think that's kind of the fun stuff about owning these cars. And then you got that fabulous horn. I love that horn. Got that great sport exhaust, a cool dash. I love the dash and I like to do this. All right, anyway, check out that exhaust because it sounds wonderful coming out the back. So, like, this is exactly why you buy this car. We're on a country road, wheeling down there. You can do one-handed, two-handed, I don't know, whatever. You do whatever you want. I'm doing what I do, which is take a deep breath, relax, click it down a gear, and just go for a drive. I got no boss feed. I got no social feed. I got no emails, text messages, X, Insta, everything off. You know why? I'm going analog because my mind, my body, and soul needs it. I'm hoping that you are enjoying this drive with me, and it is just great to be able to do something like this. So we're continuing our country drive. I'm mowing through the shifting up and down, wheeling through the corners, little braking, little turning. What a great sound it makes, a great feel, and a great smile that is delivered to you. It's hard to believe that these things can do that to you, but I'm just telling you, they take you back in time. They're like a time machine. And here I am coming up to a nice corner, click it up a gear, and just wheel it around. They handle nice, it's rack-and-pinion steering, and it is great. Anyway, thanks so much for riding with me today. If you don't mind, click the thumbs up down below. That helps get our message out. I really like that, or I really appreciate that more importantly. Share with your friends. They might see something they like too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got new stuff coming out all the time. And I'll see you on the next drive. I told you that was a great test drive, man. I told you, they just drive so nice, and they're a game changer for your mental health. You say, Tone, how is this thing possible to be a mental health day off, whatever? All I can tell you is get one, go for a drive, uncheck those boxes, the Facebook feed, social feed, boss feed, every feed, and go for a drive by yourself. Take a deep breath. The Bordeaux paint, the metallic in it's beautiful. The tan interior, fabulous. It's got this great tonneau cover that goes over top of here, so you don't have to put anything else on it. Unzips if just one of you wants to go, or fold both over if two people want to go. take it away for a weekend. Throw some soft bags in the car and go away, man. This is a game changer. Go to dinner in this car. See what car they park up front versus pushing the Range Rovers around the side. Guaranteed a smile on your face, and we got to find a way to get this in your garage.